Assalamu alaikum, students! Today we are going to learn an important topic of biostatistics called mean, median, and mode. These are known as measures of central tendency because they help us summarize a large set of data using a single value. Scientists, doctors, and researchers use these measures to analyze data and draw accurate conclusions. Imagine that you have collected the heights of 5 students in your class. Instead of remembering every height separately, you can use mean, median, or mode to describe the entire data set with one representative value. 1. Mean. Let's start with the mean, which is commonly called the average. The mean is calculated by adding all the values in a dataset and then dividing the total by the number of values. The formula is mean equals sum of all data values divided by number of data values. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose the heights of 5 students are 150, 160, 165, 155, and 170 centimeters. First, add all the values. 150 plus 160 plus 165 plus 155 plus 170 equals 800. Now count the total number of students, which is 5. Finally, divide 800 by 5. So the mean height is 160 centimeters. The mean gives us the overall average value of the dataset. 2. Median. Now let's study the median. The median is the middle value of a dataset after arranging all the numbers in ascending or descending order. The first step is always to arrange the data from the smallest value to the largest. Using the same example, 150, 160, 165, 155, 170. Arrange it in ascending order. 150, 155, 160, 165, 170. There are 5 values, which is an odd number. The third value is 160. Therefore, the median is 160 centimeters, median for even number of values. Now consider another dataset. 150, 160, 165, 155. Arrange the values. 150, 155, 160, 165. There are 4 values, which is an even number. In this case, there is no single middle value. We take the average of the 2 middle numbers. The middle values are 155 and 160. Add them together. Now divide by 2. Therefore, the median is 157.5 centimeters. So remember, if the number of values is odd, choose the middle value. If the number of values is even, find the average of the 2 middle values. 3. Mode. Now let's discuss the mode. The mode is the value that appears most frequently in a dataset. To find the mode, count how many times each value occurs. Example 1. Data 150, 160, 165, 155, 160. Here, 150 appears once. 160 appears twice. 165 appears once. 155 appears once. Since 160 occurs most frequently, the mode is 160. Example 2. Data 150, 160, 160, 155, 155. Count the frequency. 150 appears once. 160 appears twice. 155 also appears twice. Since 2 values have the highest frequency, this dataset has 2 modes. Such a dataset is called bimodal. The modes are 160 and 155. Example 3. Data 150, 160, 165, 155, 170. Every value appears only once. No value repeats. Therefore, there is no mode in this dataset. Difference between mean, median, and mode. Let's quickly compare these three measures. Mean is the average of all values. Median is the middle value after arranging the data. Mode is the value that appears most frequently. Each measure is useful in different situations. The mean gives the overall average. The median is useful when the data contains extremely large or small values because it is not greatly affected by them. The mode helps us identify the most common value in a dataset. Importance of mean, median, and mode. These measures are widely used in biology, medicine, agriculture, economics, and everyday life. Biologists use them to analyze the average height or weight of organisms, compare experimental results, study population data, and make scientific decisions. Conclusion. To summarize today's lesson, mean equals sum of all values divided by number of values. Median equals middle value after arranging the data. Mode equals most frequently occurring value. A dataset may have one mode, two modes, or no mode. Understanding these three measures helps us organize data, interpret results correctly, and make better scientific conclusions. Thank you, students! In the next lesson, we will continue exploring more concepts of biostatistics. Happy learning!